They see that cowboy hat, it's finna be a problem in these streets. When I walk in, the office, I don't care what county I go to, because I didn't got to be so massive, I guess. They already know, oh shit, she coming up here. I can just be coming in here just to monitor cases and see, what's going on. Maybe I want to come and see a judge and tell them how good they doing. But at the same time, I'm looking to see what you doing with our tax dollars in here.
When you've been doing this activism thing for a minute now, and what I want to know is, has there been a particular case that you worked that made you change the way that you see the system?
Yeah, several cases actually. Especially dealing with the politicians, when I exposed that politician in Prairie View with the underwear, that made me look at it totally different, because this is a black, historically black town with a historical black college. And when I was looking at the forensic audit, and the audit showing me that you over here buying panties using the city of Prairie View money, our people that look like us. So that really changed my perspective, because I'm like, you know what? We do got some agents of white supremacy running around here. So now I'm gonna have to look at this from a different scope. And that was one of the cases that did that. Another case that did that, dealing with CPS. You know what I mean? You got caseworkers running around here removing children and knowing that you look like these kids, and you're not providing the service or giving the parents at least a chance to work the program, work the services, so they can get their kids back. Then even like when I used to go down there to Austin for the CART meetings that they used to have. And then, they making decisions on our children, but you ain't never had no syrup sandwich. You ain't never stayed in the projects. You ain't never stayed in the hood. You never been in a single parent household. You never dealt with the struggle like these children are dealing with. How can you make decisions if you can't identify with them?
Yeah, which means that they're going to walk in there with their own implicit biases.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to show everybody this book that you got here. You caught me off guard with this, because I don't think you had made any type of grand announcement before dropping the book.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I missed it, but this is the book, A Texas Legacy, Activism 101. Activism 101.
Turning outrage into action.
Turning outrage into action.
And that's what I did with that police officer.
Yeah. Yeah. What's a piece in here that you are most proud of?
It's all, in my opinion, it's all of it, because it's an actual playbook. You know what I mean? Because let's be clear, the average person, they're not going to read no 500-page book. We don't got that kind of time. Everybody is moving and grooving. So it's more or less like I wanted to provide a playbook, but also have the substance. I want them to leave with jewels. I want them to be able to not just put the book down, you utilize it as a tool, because I'm giving you the game plan. And this book is one of 10 that I'm going to do for the community.
So this book should not be read all the way through. The book should be referenced. You reference this, like depending on what it is that you're trying to,
or even like if you even try to be
trying to get to.
Right.
Yeah. You
right.
Referencing.
Right. And then even like, for people that want to become an activist, I'm laying out the game plan for you there. Or better yet, even for people that need to advocate for themselves, I'm giving you the game plan on how to do that.
Have you had somebody come to you who said, I want to be an activist? You tried them out and you said, you ain't cut for this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How hard was that to let them go?
Well, it turned into a social media war where I had to drag their because see, the thing about it is that you're not going to allow them is what we're not going to do. Now, if I'm bringing you in and I'm going to teach you the game on how to do this and that, you have to follow the instructions what I give you. Because if not, and it blows up in your face, then you're not going to try to throw that on me. And so that's exactly kind of how that happened, because now all of a sudden you don't have no motion, you don't have no stroke. Well, whose fault was that? You can't even tell me the first step on what's the first step for doing a protest? What's the first step on doing a press conference? What's the first step on bringing in a convicted felon? to law enforcement? What's the first step when children have been removed from CPS? What do you do? What's the first step when you have a capital murder case and this person is your client? How do you move with the attorneys? What do you do?